Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Today I want to be discussing mixing ratios with color. I've been getting a lot of messages from viewers and blog readers and even customers about how to apply their color, how to mix their color. All right, so every color line is going to be a little different. So on the box or on the little pamphlet you get with the color, you're going to see either a 1:1 or 1:1.5 or 1:2. Now what that means is the first number of the 1 is how much color. 1 part color to 1 part developer. Developer is the peroxide that you mix with the color. What that does is it allows your cuticle layer of the hair to open up along with the ammonia in the color and to drive the color into the cortex of the hair. But that's a little too scientific for you, so don't worry about that. So what you do need to worry about though is the proper mixing ratio. And a lot of you stylists out there who are watching mix to consistency or mix to just mix with your eye, that's not a consistent way to mix your color. Every company has scientists behind the brand who formulate the exact mixing ratio for the color, and that's for your client safety and for your own safety. So if you have a mixing ratio of 1:1.5 and you mix it equal parts, which is 1:1, you can possibly burn your scalp and you won't get the full coverage or full penetration of the color. So the best way to do it is with a food scale. So you're gonna weigh 1 ounce of color to 1 ounce of developer or peroxide. That's equal parts, that's 1:1. Now if you have 1:1.5, it's 1 part color, 1.5 parts developer. So what that means is, to make numbers easy, is if you're mixing 50 grams of color, you're gonna mix 75 grams of developer. Or if you're gonna use ounces, you're gonna use 1 ounce of color and 1.5 ounces of developer. Now, if you have a 1:2 mixing ratio, like some of your demi-permanents have, you're gonna do 1 ounce of color and 2 ounces of developer. I like to mix in grams personally. It's a little easier for me to do the calculation and to get a little more creative with color. So you can do, 25 grams of a 5N with 10 grams of a 532 and then 5 grams of a booster. And then you're gonna have whatever that number is. So that's 25, 10, 35, 5. That's gonna be 40 grams of color. And then you're gonna use 60 grams of developer if it's 1:1.5. So a good little trick you can do when you're using a food scale is there's a tare button on the scale. So what that tare button does is allows you to reset back to 0 again with the existing weight in the bowl. So when you put your color in, let's say you have, 1.25 ounces, right? Instead of you trying to figure out what that is, you just hit tare and that resets to 0 again, and then you put in 1.25 of developer and now you have equal parts. But you have to really kind of figure out the math of what you're weighing because it does make a difference in how your color comes out. So it's very, very important if you're watching this video and you're doing your color at home to pay attention to what brand you're using and what their mixing ratio is. So I hope it didn't confuse you with those numbers, but just know, pay attention to what the mixing ratio is, 1:1, 1:1.5, or 1:2. Some demi-permanents are even 1:3. It's very, very important that you mix it the same every time you do your color because it gives you consistency every time you apply it. Any questions or comments, please feel free to leave in the comment box below. Click like, click share, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, thanks for watching.